All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi, trying to get you guys up to date on what is currently going on in the tropics. We do have a lot to talk about, and we're going to cover that. And I think Invest98 is definitely going to be the one we want to keep an eye on here for early next week, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, and we'll go over that for you here in a second. So you guys pop on in. Timothy Berry, Bruce Meisenberg, John Parker has popped in. There we go. So let's see. Mary Evans, Stephanie Marie, good evening to you. Good to have you in here. Let me just share this over to a couple different pages, and then we will rock and roll on into the tropics here. Give you just kind of a snippet there of what Invest97 looks like, headed towards potentially the Northwestern Caribbean. Sarah Brown, Teresa Taylor, and a lot of other good folks popping in. So there we go. There we go. All right, let me share this over here real quick. We got a lot of folks popping in. We are going to cover everything tropics here for you in a second. I'm going to show you a couple of different computer models, what they're doing, what they're saying as of right now. Happy birthday, Tony Cox. Jeff Neighbors, good to have you there. Amber Marie Young has also popped in. Amber Marie, always good to have you in here as well, along with the family. Appreciate you popping on in. You guys know my motto, sharing is caring. The more people we can get to share these Facebook Live feeds, the more people we can put in the weather. Villia, Sammy the Bull, Dina, John, Jason, Shanda, Deborah, big crowd in here already, love it. Jana Marie has popped on in. Good to have you here. There we go. So that is that. All right, so we got that shared all over the place there. Karen, gotcha. Michelle, Mike, Gerardo, Omena Carpente, Onanas, Kimberly Warren has shared. All right, let's rock and roll. Here's what we got. So here's Invest97, looking pretty impressive right now as it's coming through the central and southern windward isles. This now has a 60% chance of developing as it moves off towards the west-northwest. Beth from Altoona, good to have you. Trent Tracy, Scotty Weiler, Tara Lynn Tootle, happy birthday, says Sammy. Jenny Feinberg and Diana Nuyorican, Irene Smith checking in from Holly Hill. Keep the tropics out to seas. Just so you know, yours truly does not control the weather, just forecasts it. Kim Etule, Mary Evans is here, Jacob Harper, Chris Crawford, Pamela Jaquez Lopez has popped in, Linda Trank Golden. Linda, always a pleasure to have you. Lori and Ralph have popped in. So there is our system, pretty far south, headed west at 25. So this one is this one's booking. That's fast for a tropical system. Checking in from Maitland says Peter Curtis. Model trends and tracks on this one point towards the west and then the west-northwest, maybe potentially up towards Cancun down the road. So we'll have to watch that. Uma Clitima, Robert Guame, Gerardo Lopez, Orlando Brenes, Travis Coker. Good to have you guys in here. Pensacola is in the house. Bonnie, good to have you there. Amber Krieger, excuse me. Ava Ramirez, hello to you. Let's see, amazing, lots of good sunset pics already. All right, so let's take a look now at the satellite radar on Invest97 in here, pretty far south of San Juan. So this one will go due west and then potentially curve to the northwest. I am not worried about this one for us. As you can see, the steering motion and current definitely takes this one due west. So that's a pretty far southern track route there. Those typically don't curl that far around unless it were like October when you get these strong fronts coming in. Checking in from Oviedo says Karen Silent, Gina Popple, Vergara, Travis, appreciate that. Donna, good to have you there. Debbie, good night, y'all. Jill, don't leave just yet. Let's get to Invest98 here before you leave there, young lady. So here's 98. It is now a 90% chance of developing into a depression or a storm here within the next 5 days. So 97 could be going into the Gulf, Bonnie, yes, especially the Western Gulf. This one, however, is the one we're going to have to watch. It just became an invest this afternoon, so we don't have too many models on it just yet. But you can see a lot of thunderstorms and a lot going on in this quagmire in and around Invest 98. But it's definitely showing signs of trying to organize. Now, later on tonight, we will get many more computer models to start rolling on out. Maryland, lots of rain in Lady Lake, and you guys needed it. From Leesburg is in the house. Leesburg getting some rain today. Aiden, you're correct. Didn't need to hear that. Tony says, Billy, I'm sorry, Bubba. You know me. Just give it to you. It is. I don't like what I am seeing with this one, and I'm going to show you why right now. So let's compare the Euro and the GFS first of all on this particular feature. So there's Tuesday, no biggie. There's a hint of that system now on the Euro. GFS much weaker and much farther south and falling apart. There's the Euro. Tuesday, 6 p.m., due east of Orlando, due east of Titusville, due east of Daytona Beach, due east of the Central Florida coastline. Let's break it down a different way here for you. I want to show you guys something else. Keep this one away from Ufala. South Carolina is in the house. Jeff Marzolf, wingman, is in. All right, so there's the Euro. This is the European computer model. Focus your attention there, northeast of San Juan. See that little dark area, little circle? Now watch what happens when we zoom in on it, northwest of San Juan. Fire Department Meals, got you. Cancel it, says Tony. Big T on Facebook. Chris, yes. Kimberly Warren. Asbury Rosario. There it is. Look at that storm right there. Cranking up into the Bahamas. There's Monday, 7:30. And look at that. Boom. Very strong, very large hurricane. Due east of Stewart and Central Florida on Tuesday. Again, this is the first run of this. This is going to change a couple of times. This is not going to be the end position of this storm. I can guarantee you that. We're going to see this fluctuate a few more times, and that's why I need you to keep sharing these Facebook Live feeds on this storm, potentially hitting the Outer Banks and potentially the Northeast. So, what does the GFS do? Hello from Osceola. Miss Felice, good to have you. Juels, I hope I'm saying that right. If I didn't, please forgive me. Juels, first time on here, by the way. OMG, hope it is not like that. It says Lourdes Morales. Lourdes, we just got to keep watching it. We're not trying to scare anybody. We're just trying to keep you posted and up to date on what we see. Mingden Beats, good to have you there. I love that, Joanne. Ken Bazan. Oh, let's see here. Tell it to go away, says Nicholas. Carlos Osorio. No, says Christina, Duchess of York. Kimberly Warren has popped in. K-Dubs, what's going on? Hope you had a great weekend. True. Miss 97. Jamie Lewis, we'll go to that one. That one's going close towards Belize, we think. Stacy Bruno, Mary Evans. There we go. So that is the GFS model. GFS model has Invest 97 just south of Belize City, and then right there transitioning into the Bay of Campeche late Saturday and Sunday, and then a much weaker system with Invest 98. So the two of them have way different scenarios when it comes to what to do in Invest 97, 98. Complete opposites. For model runs a day, says Jason. That is correct. It is fall with Tara Lynn Tootle, not yet. There you go. Emily West has popped in. E. West. So good to have you in here. Billy Tyson, say hi to Emily. Jane Marie, say hi to Emily. Emily, say hi to Joanna Gristo. Good to have you guys in here. Sharing is caring. You guys know that I do love it when you guys share these feeds. Sub Tony Palm Coast in the house. Palm Coast having some active weather there earlier today. So again, Invest 98 we're going to have to watch for Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Aiden Taft, Lily Bass, Emily West. Hi, everybody. So there it is. There's our big quagmire that is going to become either, it's either going to become, when we get our names out here, Laura or Marco. Always Tone and Tony. You said it right. Thank you, Miss Felice. Trent Tracy, which model is historically more on the spot? You know, Trent, here's the thing. I like the Euro more often than not, but it's not always right. And that's why, you know, we continue to tell you guys, just keep checking back in. We'll take it one day at a time, see how this plays out, and then go from there, because that is all we can do. Tanya, we love you too. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. Karen Rasmussen, thank you. Aiden, it is. Geneva, Genesis Evans, hello to you. So that is a look at the wave action for now. 9-foot waves, 7-foot waves. And we do have Genevieve out here, hurricane. But we have, you know, we have that warm water. Deborah, Durbin, good to have you. Jason Wiggins, 98 could be a thing. Dolores Salerno, Gino, always a pleasure to have you. Palm Coast, Meg Piz, Megs, love that last name, by the way. Abigail Silva has popped in. There's our water temperatures. Plenty of warm water. That's not a problem. In fact, it gets even hotter as we get into the Caribbean. Aiden, very well may be. Mary Evans, appreciate you. Victoria, we love you too. Hope that's not coming here. Dolores, Kyle's done it over. Kyle's finished. Kyle did not last very long. Kyle was over the weekend and died out. So did Josephine. Melissa getting wiggy with it. Good to have you there. Hey, everybody. Mount Dora's in the house. Billy Fortston. Good evening from Daytona Beach. Emily West, you're always full of nice compliments. Thank you, young lady. Feels like this summer's been very hotter than you. You are not mistaken. We are ahead of the pace. Christina, Duchess of York, that would be nice. Tracy Boucher, Tara Lynn Tootle. Yes. Karen Kustra has popped in. All right, so when you take a look at the temperature anomalies, anomaly being warmer than or cooler than what normal is, you can see there's that above normal little wedge right there. Stop yawning, it's contagious, says Billy. Reporting from Paisley, says Melissa Nations, good to have you. Pamela Jaquez Lopez, always a pleasure to have you. Some of these comments. Tony, nice to see you. Donna Lutomsky, right back at you. There we go. You should know something. Victor Pearson, yep, absolutely. Kim Tue, good evening, says Sharon Matthews. So that is a look at that. There's the water temps. They are above average. So again, the key for me here is I need you guys to keep checking in on 98. 98 could be a problem for us. Nicholas Badalucco, good to have you there, my friend. It's crazy how we are close to the L's. I know. Well, actually, you know what? I made a graphic on that, too. I'm glad you said that. When you take a look at the tropical scorecard, we've already had 19 invest, 1 depression, 9 tropical storms, and 2 hurricanes. Now, when you take a look at the number of named storms, we're at 11. The 11th named storm is not until the middle of October. The middle of October. In fact, you take a look at the named storms by month. So it's 2, it's 5, it's 9, 11. End of October. End of October. I take that back. Is when we would typically have 11 named storms. So we are incredibly ahead of the pace. So for those of you that popped in late, I do want you to look at this. Hey, Tony, little Chase and Allie, say hello. Chase and Allie Stetson, good to have you guys. I can't wait to come back in the studio again. We'd love to have them. We got to get rid of COVID, though. No one's allowed in here until we're safe, if you know what I mean. I'm so lost. I thought we were possibly getting something next week. Here's the one next week. That's Invest98, Dolores. San Juan. There's Saturday. And then now next week, there's Monday. The European computer model has a hurricane going by just east of Florida. Not by much. And again, this is going to change. The area behind 98 is not likely to do much. We need to focus on 98 for right now. Betsy Camacho, Matt Gingsley, lots of lightning for sure. Saddle up, says Jason. Yes, that's correct, Dolores. Brenda Burke has popped in. Can we have a do-over, says Victoria. Victoria, I wish we could. There we go. Lucho, no problem. Nikki, I got you. Good evening, T-Man. Thanks for the update. Jason Purcell, always a pleasure. What's popping? Greg, we're talking Invest98, and the European computer model next Tuesday has a hurricane, and a strong one, just east of Central Florida. So let's hope that it continues to come in east. This is the first run of it. We'll be making changes. We need you guys to keep checking back in. Stephanie Davis, you're welcome. Yvette, Joanna Gristo, yard is underwater, says Dolores. Good evening, Tony, Jennifer, Rochon. Cindy McDonald, is there a Cindy? Too early to make that call, but the European certainly has one getting awfully close to us. Christy Michelle Gay, if this will hit us when? Again, there's your time frame. Tuesday, if the European's right. Tony, nice tie shirt. David Francis, appreciate you. Angela Jordan. Can you guys hear me? Angela cannot hear me. Angela's having issues with the audio quality. I'll make it a little louder. I don't want to scream at you guys, though, but there you go. Just a scotch louder. How accurate are we to think it? Matthew, too early to call. This is the first one. We're not even flying Hurricane Hunter planes in there, but this is good for you guys to see for trends. I need to put you in my shoes to kind of show you what I do each and every time. Amberly, Powell, good to have you there. Kialowi Kai Moon, good to have you there. I hear you, says Dolores. Thanks for your inspirational messages, by the way, says Orlando. Good. All right, so the young lady's just got to pull up the audio on her laptop, PC, or mobile device. So that is a look at 98. Christy, thank you. I can hear you loud and clear, says Joanne. Jason, hopefully never. Although some may think that these hurricanes are alien. So there's Invest97 producing some good breeze and showers and storms through the Windward Isles. Kimberly Warren, grazie, young lady. Thanks for the update, says Donna. Sherry Budnick, so many storms. Thanks for keeping us posted. Yep. We're going to be here each and every day just to make sure that you guys know what's going on, that you're safe. We want to keep your stress levels down. All right, let's talk radar and the forecast here in the short run, and then we'll pop around the good old US of A, fly around the world, let you know where the cold weather is. So rain is coming to an end. We did some good rainfall totals here today. Check this out. Windermere, Lake Butler, Kings Ridge, Winter Garden, 1.5 to 2 inches. Here's a few more. I don't know if the murder hornets are coming. Randy, if it comes our way, it'll be about Tuesday. This is very helpful. Thank you for your update. Meg, Piz, you're welcome. Tell me what's going on, Gadif. Oh, no way, James. That stinks. Hurricane where? We're watching this one to see if it has a chance to affect Florida or the United States. Mount Homer, Lady Lake, the Villages, Oviedo, 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. So here's the setup now for tomorrow. Okay, Kirsty, no doubt, right? Excellent picture of you and your either your daughter there, Christy, or Christy, if that's your mom. I'm not sure who's who in that picture. Hello from California, Robert Desvernay, excuse me. Preeta Curtis, well said. Oak Hill's had enough rain. Nicholas, stress levels in 2020 not good, says Donna. Yes, so true for many folks. All right, so let's do this. Whoops. Whoop, there it is. So there are the storms getting going early afternoon and then pushing offshore by about 6, 7 o'clock. Sherry Budnick, appreciate you. Jay Wiggy. Brenda Anderson Sullivan from Volusia County's in. Tony Cox, there were a few microbursts, in fact, today. Highs today were in the 90s. Highs tomorrow will be in the 90 to 93 degree range. So let's take a look now at the next couple of days here. Eddie Rodas is in the house. There is Wednesday. There is Thursday. There is Friday. You can see the daily afternoon showers and storms. And then over the weekend, late Sunday, you can see coming into the Bahamas is Invest98 and whatever it is by then. St. Albans, Diana Osha, St. Albans, West Virginia has popped in. Look at that. How about them apples? So that is a look at that. All right, 7-day. Booyah. Here we go. All right, 92, 92, 91, 91, 91, 91, 92. So we're in that low 90s range. Rain chances high through Saturday, a little bit lower on Sunday and Monday, before whatever potentially could come our way. David Allen White, your West Virginia friend, has popped in. Alabama has popped in. Sweet home Alabama. It's not too hot, can't wait. It's too hot, can't wait for October, says Joanne. How many tropical storms are you calling the rest of the month? Rest of the month? Ooh, it's, what's today, the 17th? 2 to 3, yeah. 2 to 3 looks like a good call. All right, so there's your 7-day. And then we're going to pop on over to the national perspective here. Travis, this is our wet season, so yes, that's what we get. That's what we know. Now, there are signs of some cooler weather up in Canada. Now, you start getting into late August, and you start getting a deeper night well up north, and you can start getting some cooler air. And in fact, you take a look at the United States. By the way, the Death Valley was 130 degrees today. 130. That's ridiculous. Tonight you're free. No issues tonight. James Green, Randy Shadram. Randy, we may have 2, so we'll have to watch that here very carefully. Thank you, Mary Evans, appreciate that. So that's a look at the temperatures around the good old US of A. OMG, says Yeblis. I know, right? All right, up north, look at that cold air now. Baker Lake, Fort Ross, 44-54. Point Barrow, 52. Fairbanks, 70. Iqaluit, starting to see a little bit of cooler air beginning to show up there. Starts happening up there mid to late August, and then September starts coming down into the United States, and then October starts coming down into Florida. Well, that would melt your shoes, absolutely. Death Valley is in Southern California, the desert, between LA and Vegas. Great question. There's LA 76, Vegas 110. So it's, see where the L is in Las Vegas, even though that technically is in Cali? It's down there, right in that area. Onena, Carpente, it was very hot today. You're absolutely right about that. All right, so Wichita's 90. Vegas is at 110. Orlando rain-cooled 77. Cancun is 86. It was a little cool up there. Not ready for the cooler weather this year, sir. There you go, Alfie. Freddie Lolo, we're going to watch you next week, girl, up there. Punta Arenas 37. Sao Paulo 63. Cape Town 48. Madagascar 52. Khartoum 86. Paris 64. Oslo 59. Moscow, a chilly 50. Yep, Francis, that is correct. Surgut 55. Astana 52. Yakutsk coming in at 50. Is getting something. Yes, they are. Death Valley, they did. And they didn't even know it, Travis. California, 130. Robert, that's right. We just talked about Death Valley, California. 82 in Seoul, Korea. Hong Kong, 82. Down under, Perth, 55. Hobart Airport, 48. Auckland, 59. And Christchurch coming in at 52. So there you go. So, all right. One last time through the tropics. I know a few of you popped in a little bit late, so I want to kind of reacquaint you with what it is that we are watching. Only 79 right now. What do you mean? Francis, you are about to find out. There's Invest97. This one is likely to take a west track and then potentially curve into the Gulf down the road. Now, we'll watch this one. We'll definitely watch this one as it is coming through the Windward Isles right now. These are kind of moving pretty quickly here. There are the models. West to west, northwest, but it's Invest98. I think that's the one. I know, Samantha Joy, I need some. So, this is the one I think that we're going to need to watch. This is going to be Invest98. Paris does sound good right now. There we go. There's Invest98. Big mass of thunderstorms trying to kind of come together there. A bunch of different thunderstorm masses right there. May all kind of come together as one over the next couple days. And then you can see a little bit later on we'll start getting some computer model runs, the dynamical, the tropical models. But here's the one thing for those of you that came in late. Tired. A lot of talking. There we go. So there's there's San Juan, northeast there. And there's that tropical storm developing, coming through the Bahamas. That's Monday. Look at Tuesday, now a hurricane, getting stronger. And again, a long way out. This may change. My kids are with their grandparents in Wisconsin. Oh boy, says Francis. Long time. Arlene, good to have you there. Mary Evans, good to have you there. So that is a look at the European computer model. So we'll continue to watch that. Let's see here. My kids are with their grandparents in Wisconsin. They said it was cold. 68. Yes. I'm jealous. Amberly Powell. Would love to get some of that cooler weather. Lisa Stanbaugh, good to have you there. So that is a look at the European. It has a hurricane east of Central Florida a week from tomorrow. So that's something that we're going to be watching. Not saying this is going to happen, but what I am trying to do is make sure that you guys keep checking back in to get the very latest information right there on Invest98. That's the one that we may have to watch here very carefully. We'll know over the next couple of days what may or may not transpire with this one down the road. So Lucy, yep, we're going to have to watch this one. Sorry, Catherine. Good to have you. Turn off the fans and the coast. Keep out to sea. There you go, Curtis. I like that. Night, Billy from Francis, by the way. So that's that. All right, let me wrap it up on the 7-day again. Coming up tonight at 10 and 11. Hoping to have, again, some more of those computer models. And we'll watch the trends here as we go through the next 5 to 10 days. Lana, thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Jennifer Weathers has just popped in. Good to have you there, Jennifer. A couple folks just popping in. So, again, for me, the biggest thing I need you guys to keep doing is to keep an eye on Invest98 with me. Keep checking in with the news. Keep checking in on the apps. Keep checking in on Facebook Live, which we do each night about 8 o'clock. Francis, yeah, you might have a birthday hurricane. That's correct for you there. What would a name? So it depends on how quickly these develop as far as the name is concerned. But there is Invest98. Again, big massive showers and storms. That's going to go due west. You take a look at the models. There you go. Pointing due west. There you go. So that's the one. If it does hold together, the European is right. There it is. Potentially very close to Florida or just offshore by late Monday night, Tuesday of next week. So that's something that we're going to be watching. All right, let me wrap it up with 7-day. There you go. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, running 90 to 92. Rain chances remaining quite high. Donna, right back at you. What's the... Travis will get that list there for you one more time. There's the list. The next two names are Laura and Marco. So if both 97, 98 develop, 97, the 98 may develop before Marco. So Laura could come first as Invest98. We'll have to wait and see how this one pans out. But it certainly looks like two more names will be taken over by the end of the week here. So there you go. Juanita Jimenez. I tore the Christmas lights off my house. It's Tony. Smiling if you like the showers and the storms. There you go. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Plenty of wet weather right there. 91, 92. Overnight low temperatures coming in at about 75. All right, gang. You're a good group. Love you guys. Thanks for popping in. Just keep checking back in on 98. That's what I'm going to ask of you guys. You guys have a wonderful night. Check back in with me. Easy for me to say. As we get you into the 10 o'clock hour, I'll be on the CW18, and then again at 11 on West 2 News, and we'll have some more of those updated computer models on Invest98. You guys take care. Always a good group. Stay safe. Wear your masks.